Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Warren Canonigo, and you're watching my life icons. My beautiful guest for today is an important element, an important entity in the history of Toledo City pageant and even in Cebu. And she is really well loved by a lot of pageant people, pageant Toledonhons. Toledonhons are really obsessed with the pageant world. Ladies and gentlemen, the quintessential beauty queen we all missed, Miss IZA Gail Latonio. Hi, Isa!
Hi
How are you today?
everyone. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm great and I'm so thankful and I'm feeling so blessed because you said yes. Having said that, I would like to ask what was your reaction when you received a chat from a stranger asking you to guest in her vlog?
Actually, when I first read your chat about inviting me to join or to have an online interview, I was hesitant at first because I don't really know you. I have to check your YouTube video first, your YouTube channel of what do you really promote or what's your content all about. And then when I figured out that you were more into um, talking about someone, like knowing them personally, knowing them more, and then about their achievements and inspiring other people, then yeah, that's the time when I okay, go. I'll take this opportunity as long as I would be able to inspire people and talk about my cause and my advocacy.
Thank you very much for sharing what you have in your heart. It's so funny to my viewers for your information. Initially, I invited her to promote her passion for real estate, and we will talk about it later. So that was the initial plan. But when I got to know her better, and I was so excited to know that she is a Toledonhon and that she held a Miss Toledo title, I got more excited and said, now she deserves to be in my Life Icon show. And that's why we're doing it now. So I hope you're happy for this episode. Let's talk about your pageant years, your pageant days. My goodness. The very first thing that I like to talk about before the Miss Toledo title is you're being a finalist in, is it Miss Cebu or Binibining Cebu
It
2020?
was Binibining Cebu 2020.
What are some of the top of the head highlights or experiences that you would like to share to our viewers about Binibining Cebu?
About Binibining Cebu. Yeah, when I was invited to join Binibining Cebu 2020, at first I was not really expecting that I would be part of the finalist because um, there's a height requirement, and then I'm not really that tall in person, to be honest. So yeah, and then I was just thinking maybe I'm not qualified because I'm not that tall, and usually most candidates of Binibining Cebu are tall. But then I was at back of my mind, I was thinking that maybe if I will be given a chance to be part of the finalists, then I will definitely say yes. I will definitely grab that opportunity. And then after the Binibining Cebu was already starting, they already started. They already had meetings and then photo shoots, and then I was not yet part of it. And then a few weeks later, someone chatted me and someone told me that we wanted you to be part of Binibining Cebu. And then I was hoping I was gonna represent Toledo City. I was really praying, hopefully I can represent Toledo. But then Toledo was already taken, so the only municipality that is available is Moalboal. So that's why I get to represent Moalboal when I joined Binibining Cebu.
It's a good thing
Yeah.
to know that your love for Toledo City is really oozing. Thank you very much as a
I was
Toledo.
I was trying to ask my handlers. Maybe I can ask the organizers that maybe we can switch places. Like I'd like to represent Toledo because I came from Toledo and then I know more about Toledo. So maybe I can represent Toledo. But then the decision was already final, and yeah, Moalboal was very supportive to me as well. They've given me the best support they could ever give. So yeah, I was also happy to represent Moalboal.
Wow, that's a good thing. From what you have shared, I learned that there's really no harm in trying, even if you know the standards, if you know the protocols and all the guidelines and all. But there's still no harm in really trying and trying to present yourself, present your intentions. And yeah, the show must go on, whatever municipality
Yeah,
or
that's
city you
true.
have to
Yeah, that's
represent.
really,
That's so
there's
professional of you.
nothing impossible as long as you keep on praying and you work hard for that dream, then you will definitely get there.
Yeah, amen on that. Now, I know the context of your experience in terms of pageantry is really broad, but I wish to talk about three of, for me, three of the most felt pageant experiences of yours. Aside from the Binibining Cebu experience, you also are the reigning second runner-up of Miss Bohol. So since you're reigning and you have not turned over yet, so that's gonna be 2019. That makes you second runner-up of Miss Bohol 2019. Yeah,
Yeah,
please share something about it.
yeah. Miss Bohol was also unexpected for me. I was just, I'm not really from Bohol, but I have relatives from Bohol. And then there was this one time that someone posted about about Miss Bohol pageant, that they were looking for candidates. It was just on Facebook, and then when I saw the post, I just directly messaged the person who posted the information, and then I told that person that I'm interested to join Miss Bohol, and then may I ask for the qualifications and what are the requirements in order for me to qualify. And then that person told me, you just have to send me your list of pageants that you've joined, and then your titles that you've garnered, or that you had, and then we will decide about it later. And then the person told me, are you willing to come here to Bohol in just a few hours from now? And then I was thinking, what? I'm not ready. I haven't packed my bags yet. And then, if of course, if you really would go to a place, you would really have to pack your things, right? You have
Yes.
to prepare yourselves, your makeup artist, your handler. And then when I opened it to my handler, I told my handler that someone wanted me to join Miss Bohol, and then my handler just told me, "Okay, let's go." When? Okay, I told them later, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. trip. We have to be there for the photo shoot. And then my handler just told me, "Okay, let's go there. Let's grab that opportunity because it's Miss Bohol. It's a provincial pageant and it's very big." So yeah, we went there, and then I was sponsored by a private sector. Usually, Miss Bohol would not really accept private sector sponsors, but it was during that time when the election was just finished. So yeah, it was just with new mayor, so they have to open it to private sectors, and then that sponsor of mine was Atara Prime Land, and then yeah, I went there. They gave me support and allowances with everything that I need during the pageant. And it was really nice. Miss Bohol pageant was, I can say that it was one of the best pageant that I've ever joined with. Yeah, the accommodation, the pageant itself, the advocacy, and the bond that I have with my co-candidates, it was really nice. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, I must say.
I'm so happy that you had a very great experience in Bohol. I may seem so calm on camera, but my heart is really titillated while listening to you
Do
because
you know that I stayed in Bohol
um,
for almost 2 months just for the Miss Bohol pageant? I left my life here in Cebu so that I would be able to focus my my goal in Bohol to be able to get a certain crown. I mean, any crown that would fit for me.
yeah, like you, Bohol has also a very special spot in my heart because Sanong is kababayan in Bohol and also an official Sanong. Bohol is my second province because I taught and lived there for 10 years and it gave me
Wow.
some of the amazing experiences in my life. So having known what you said with regard to your experience, again, just like what I said earlier, really was titillating for me to hear. So that's what we can
Yeah.
common between us. Wow, nice, Gail. And the third and the final pageant experience that I'd like to talk about is your title, Binibining Toledo Independence 2016. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah. Before I will later, I would like you to share the final question and how you answered it. But before that, what were some of the highlights of your experience?
Yeah, before I joined Binibining Toledo 2016, I waited for 2 years in order for me to qualify because one of the requirements is residency. At least you've stayed in Toledo for 6 months. So I'm not really from Toledo originally. I'm from Mandaue City, but I fell in love with Toledo City. So I decided to just go to Toledo and stay there. And yeah, and with my goal to join Binibining Toledo. So I decided to just live in the city so that I would be able to qualify. So yeah, I waited for 2 years and then yeah, I think it was the perfect time for me to join Binibining Toledo.
It was
It
worth
was
the wait.
nice. Yeah, it's worth the wait. Yeah, during my interviews, they someone is telling me that you're not originally from Toledo. Why we should accept you as part of the finalists? Then I shared them my story that I waited for this moment for 2 years. It's my dream to join Binibining Toledo, and now that I'm here, I'm just very happy that I'm one step closer to that dream. If ever I will be part of that finalist, so yeah, it's a memorable experience for me as well, and I get to meet a lot of uh, people from Toledo, the LGBTs from Toledo, which are very close to my heart already. Yeah.
I will say this again, it was worth it because you got actually one of the three crowns. The other crown was gotten by Diane Peck, right?
Yeah, that
And then
was, yeah.
the other crown was Shane. Was it Shane?
Yeah, it was Kishin. The Binibining
Shane.
Toledo was Kishin, and then me for the independence, and then Raven Ravanas for tourism.
Okay. Just in case they're watching, hi Diane.
Yeah,
Share.
hi.
Hi. It's really amazing that with all the preparations that you have to do and with all the courage and the confidence that you have to master, everything will start with just really one reason, one simple reason, and that's your love for that place,
Yeah.
love for the people in that place that you want to represent it. So it's really amazing. Can you name some of the people you would like to thank for making your Miss Toledo experience really memorable for you?
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to my managers. It's JT Tariman and Winston C. They were the one who managed me when I started joining pageants. Yeah, they were the one who discovered me and trained me to become the woman that I am now. And yeah, my handlers in Toledo, I we have Ferwin, my friends in Toledo as well, the LGBT, the Ashmara, and then yeah, there's a lot actually, and yeah, all of them contributed to my journey, big or small, and I'm very
Yeah.
grateful for that.
And do not be, how do you call it? Don't be sad if Isa would not be able to mention all your names, but you are definitely in our
Yeah,
heart.
yeah, because
So that's
yeah, you're so many to mention.
it's very obvious, Isa, that you're very comfortable with the camera, even if it's your first time. Is it your first time on YouTube?
Yes, it is, but yeah, I have interviews before. 2012, I think I was interviewed for Mag TV na. Was also
Ah.
interviewed for my for my pageant experience,
And that's for
and
a TV show.
yeah, that's for a TV show.
But it's similar to this because you have to face the camera.
Yeah, yeah, it's somewhat similar.
So it's very obvious that you're very much comfortable. You're a camera darling. What else do you think are your qualities or your skills that gave you the edge to really be successful in a pageant platform?
Aside from passion, you really need to have that courage and the preparation in order for you to win that certain crown that you wanted to win. When I started pageantry, I didn't really win at first when I joined. I have to study and master the walk, the question and answer portion. And I have this certain notebook where I would write my questions and then my answers. What would be my answer for that question? I don't really memorize anything, but I would usually read those answers and questions in order for me to refresh my mind and in order for me to be able to converse well when that question will be given to me, because as we know, pageant questions will just, you can just connect it, right, when you were asked for for what's about your dream, your goal, your passion. You can just connect everything. So one thing that I've learned in pageant is that you just really need to prepare, and you should, yeah, you should think of things that would inspire you, like good vibes. When I joined pageants, I really wanted to think of positive thoughts. Like I don't welcome any negativities like, oh my god, she's so tall, she's so beautiful. I don't really entertain that kind of thoughts in my mind. I will always think that I will win and I can do this, and a lot of people will support me. I know that I will win. And when I ramp on stage, it's very funny because when I ramp on stage, I would really think I'm the most beautiful girl in the stage. This is my limelight, so I must win. It's like that kind of mindset that you must have when you join pageants, and you must be strong, because in pageants, a lot of people will really look down on you, and will others you will have bashers, and others will not really like you for who you are, and others will be intimidated. So yeah, you just have to be strong and don't get affected no matter what they say.
Exactly. And on top of that, definitely, just like what you have said, confidence speaks volumes. And your mass communication education really contributed a lot to the way you answer the
Yes,
question, the way
yes.
you handle situations wherein your wit and your public speaking skills are really required. And thank you for sharing that. You're not really keeping it all to yourself. One example of that is you have trained Binibining Toledo, the reigning Binibining Toledo, Charlene Cannon, my former student. You also trained her. So thank you very much for the generosity of your skills.
Yes, we were friends. We were close.
How did it start? How did your coaching how
Yeah,
did
I
it
the handler of Charlene Canoy was a friend of mine, and then the Johanna was able to handle me with pageants as well, like Binibining Dang Lungsod, Miss Talavera. So yeah, it was Johanna who managed me when I joined those pageants. So when when she got Charlene to join Miss Toledo, she was actually asking me, maybe you can give Charlene some tips on how to, what to do, and maybe you can share your pageant tips and tricks, your walk. And then, yeah, we had session with Charlene so that, yeah, for her journey to Binibining Toledo.
and because of that, it opened a lot of opportunities for you. And one of that is to meet really wonderful, very substantial women like Marigo de Fasil, Binibini Toledo Independence
Yes, that's
Bureau.
right.
And you met her in one of your judging responsibilities. Hi, Miss
Yeah.
Marigo. She's also one of my
Hi,
guests.
Miss.
What other opportunities are you really, really very, very thankful for?
Yeah, because of pageantry, I was invited for personality development workshops, to conduct a workshop. And I was also invited to conduct pageant walk training, like during Binibining Sangi and Binibining Magdugo, Miss Buanoy. I was invited to talk about pageant tips and tricks, personality development, and then pageant walk training, and the which is very important when you join a pageant. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of doors have opened for me. I was invited to judge different pageants and then promote different products and services.
Mhm. Thank you for sharing. For a beautiful woman like you know, beautiful inside and out, you can definitely nail any task given to you. But what made online job really a comfort zone?
Before, I was working in a BPO industry for, I think, around 6 years. And then, since I'm joining pageants, I usually end up losing my job because of my love for pageant. I usually, yeah, I was absent in work because I prioritize pageant more than work. So I realized that maybe if I get an online job, I can work anytime, anywhere, and I won't have to follow a schedule, and then I can join all the pageants that I want. So yeah, I shift to online job, and then that's when I started to join different pageants. So no matter where I go or what province I'm into, as long as there's Wi-Fi, then I can get to work, and I can it's somewhat like I can do the best of both worlds, right? I can join a pageant and I still have a job. So yeah, it's a balance between career and dream.
Okay, so the topmost priority then is really the flexibility that the online
Yeah,
job
yeah, that's
offers you.
right. You have to be flexible with your schedule because you'll have to attend rehearsals and practices and trainings, right? So you really have to have that ample time to be able to do those tasks.
And until now, you're still in love with it. So
Yeah,
aside from the flexibility, what are
correct.
the reasons why you're still, very much in love, very much committed to your online job?
Right.
So most probably, what are the other perks that you can somehow share about your online job aside from the
Yeah, when
flexibility?
you yeah, when you work online, you can work anywhere. Like you can go to the beach and just bring your laptop and then you can work there when you're getting paid while on vacation, right? And then aside from that, most freelancers are earning in dollars. I'm not gonna tell how much,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
but but you'll be earning in dollars and it's an hourly rate. So it's much more bigger than the usual rate that we have here in the Philippines.
Mm. And that
Yeah,
second love of yours, your online job, is really somehow there in your life because of your first love, which is pageantry.
that's
It's really
correct. Yeah.
amazing. And another baby of yours, another passion of yours is real estate. You are now
That's
affiliated with Cebu Solid Homes. Is it Cebu Solid Homes or Solid Home Cebu?
yeah, it's Cebu Toledonhon.
So, in a capsule, what's your real estate agent job history?
I just actually started last February.
Mhm.
I just get onboarded with them last February 2021. Yeah, just last month. Uh, yeah, I decided to join real estate because I went back to the city for to look for more opportunities because I actually have this goal that I want to achieve and I want to earn not just a single source of income but another source because yeah, as I've mentioned, I have dreams and I have goals in life. So I decided to venture into real estate because a lot of people are telling me you have a wide scope of people in your Facebook. Why not make use of them and just try to sell something and maybe it's gonna work. So yeah, I tried and yeah, I'm just grateful that my friends are very supportive and most of them and yeah, in just a span of 1 month I was able to not to boast but to inspire that when you really work hard on something and you really believe in yourself, you would be able to get that dream that you wanted to have. I was not really the top agent yet, but I'm getting there. I'm part of the top 10. I'm currently at top 9, but in just a month. So yeah, when you just
Wow.
imagine that when you work hard, yeah, you will really be able to get what you desire.
Yeah. Effort is really everything. Your
Yeah,
skill, your
that's right.
intelligence, those are not enough without effort. You really have to you really need exertion. And
Yeah.
if our viewers would be interested to get to know more about the service that you do with regard to your real estate affiliation, they can actually send you a message through your personal FB
Yes,
messenger
that's correct.
or to your Solid Homes Facebook page. So
That's
don't
right.
so that you can contact her and discuss exciting stuff about real estate. So how about your okay? So for me, this is the most exciting part. One of the most exciting parts. Can you still remember the final question your final question, the one given to you during the Binibini Toledo 2016 pageant. By the way, let me ask you, did they address different questions to each candidate or it was just one question for all finalists?
Yeah, for top 5, we were given different questions each. And then it was judges who gave the question.
Okay. So what was
Yeah.
your final question before you were declared?
My final question when I joined Binibining Tolado was very difficult. I was very shocked and I was like, my God, I have to answer this impromptu in front of a lot of people. And then I have to arrange my thoughts and my ideas about that question. And it was like, if ignorance was a bliss, why do we seek knowledge?
Oh, it's not easy.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh my god, this is a very difficult question." I was not expecting it because other candidates had a very simple question like what are the advantage and disadvantages of social media, and then others have the reigning question of um what will you do if you will win the crown? It was just like that. And when it was my turn, I was asked if ignorance is a bliss. Why do we seek knowledge? And I was like, oh my god. This is a very tricky question.
So literally, you were really scared with the question after hearing it for the
Yeah,
first time.
I was. Yeah, I was scared, and then I was just thinking, okay, I'm just gonna answer it um the way the way I can most express it, and then yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna think if I'm gonna win or not. I'll just answer it, and then
By the way,
it,
since the question is really relatively difficult for you, did you ask the host to read it again, or it was just read once?
it was not the host, it was the judge during that time was April Smith, our candidate for Miss Universe Philippines representing Cebu province. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
I'm not familiar. I will check her later in Google.
Yeah, she was Miss Universe Cebu province for this year. I mean, yeah, for Miss Universe this year.
My goodness.
So yeah, we yeah, and then yeah, she was the one who asked me that question. But we were friends. Hi, April. We were friends now, and then yeah, she gave me a very difficult question.
Did it take did it take a long time before you could, because usually our, well, someone told me that we need to give our brain at least 10 to 20 seconds to somehow process. But how about you? Were you able to answer right away within 5 seconds after the question was delivered?
Yeah, maybe around 10 seconds because I have to think and organize
Oh
my thoughts.
my god!
Yeah. But I cannot remember my answer anymore.
You don't
Like when
remember
I
that?
went backstage, I was just like, what did I answer?
Thank you very much. I understand this is your first YouTube experience, and I profoundly appreciate the fact that you're sharing the screen with me with your first bona fide YouTube experience. I wish you all the best, and I'm dying to meet you soon in the city for a dinner or something.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
And enjoy the rest of your day. So I know you're going out somewhere today. Enjoy it, and continue spreading beauty, love, and inspiration to all. Thank you very much, Isa.
You're
And
welcome. Thank you
you
as well for
too.
giving me this opportunity.
Super, super welcome.
Bye.